I've been teaching piano for about 30 years and Simply Music for about the last 3 or 4 years.
I've been teaching Simply Music for about 7.5 to 8 years, and I have a background in music education, a degree from Northwest University.
I've been teaching the method for 15 years and actually started as a total beginner. I had no music lessons prior to Simply Music.
I've been an active musician for 40 years now, and I have a Bachelor of Arts with a major in music.
I've been playing piano almost my entire life, and for the better part of that time, also been a composer and songwriter.
I went to college and got a business degree, so I did not go to college for music, although I continued music study in college.
I had been teaching piano for almost 30 years, and although I did take classical piano as a child, I went on to get a BA in jazz studies and went to a professional school called the Grove School of Music, where I studied jazz keyboard and pop keyboard and learned about film scoring and arranging.
I've been teaching Simply Music ever since its inception in 1998 at the West Australian Academy of Performing Arts. I studied and received a certificate of music in jazz.
My musical background is my family were all musical. I did a degree in music at the New South Wales Conservatory of Music. I travelled to England to further my studies there, came back and worked as a professional oboist.
I'm conservatory trained and I taught traditional piano for about 20 years until I discovered Simply Music about 10 years ago.
Prior to Simply Music, I was training to be a teacher, and I received my master's degree in education thinking I was going to be teaching in the schools.
I am a classically trained pianist and taught traditional piano for 9 years and was about ready to quit when I found Simply Music.
I've been playing the piano since I was about 6 or 7 years old, and the emphasis was on classical music. And although I can appreciate the traditional training I received, there are so many components of the Simply Music program that I wish I could have had. Simply Music fills in the gaps for all of the things I wasn't exposed to in the traditional world.
I was searching for something that was simultaneously fun, yet educationally rigorous, that provided students with a really, really firm foundation to go anywhere they wanted with it, whether it was playing for pleasure, accompanying, playing popular tunes, exploring the classical repertoire, or even becoming a professional pianist.
That's really about learning a way of learning, that it's not ever just about one song or even about learning piano, but really about learning in general and becoming a better learner.
When we start, we don't have our attention on reading music. Our attention is just on playing the piano. But after we have about 30 or 40 songs, we begin the whole process of learning how to read music. So the students have the ability to self-generate. They can pick up a piece of music, take it home, and learn how to play it on their own.
And so when I discovered Simply Music, I was thrilled to see that not only do they learn classical music, but they also learn contemporary and pop and blues and jazz. They learn how to compose and improvise and to play chords and sing.
You're going into jazz, you're going into blues, you're majorly going into accompaniment, and all of those things that just bring up a whole round of experiences for new students as well as experienced players.
The students learn to play so many songs, great sounding songs, songs that cover a wide variety of musical styles, and that they're able to do it so quickly and so easily.
I love giving my students opportunities to improvise and compose their own music, to do accompaniment and arrangements, and so many of the different kinds of things that musicians really do.
What my students and I love is that right from the beginning, we are making music with both hands. We're using pedal, we're improvising, we're composing, we're transposing, we're accompanying. We are playing all different styles of music, and it's just plain fun.
The variety of music that you learn from the get-go, the value of self-expression and the emphasis on creativity, the ability to play without being dependent on sheet music, the development of improvisation and composition and accompaniment skills. Those are all of the things that take you from being a pianist to a truly well-rounded musician.
Simply Music has impacted me as a person, as a teacher, and definitely as a musician.
It has given me new life and energy. It has given me the pleasure of seeing students play that have struggled with the reading process.
Since I've gone through all of the training, I have opened up so much as a musician. I'm able to compose and improvise, which I was never, ever comfortable doing before.
It makes the theory that was difficult for me in my years of classical piano training easy to understand. It's a beautiful program.
What I've learned is that I can teach as well as I can entertain, and that's been an extraordinary experience for myself.
And I'm also able to work part-time and make a full-time income.
Not only has my income doubled, but I have gained so much more freedom and independence and confidence, not just as a teacher, but more importantly as a person.
I opened my doors with about 44 students and grew to over 250 students, hiring other Simply Music teachers along the way.
I also love that the teacher training program is so comprehensive and detailed, and it really guides teachers step by step through what to do in a way that I've really not seen anywhere before.
The training, the relationships with the other teachers, the support that you would receive as an instructor has just been amazing.
It's a great support system, and you never feel like you're just teaching this all by yourself.
I've become a better teacher through teaching this method, and I know that I'm also becoming a better learner.
It's a well-rounded approach to music, and I will never go back to traditional.
I feel very privileged to be part of something so special.